I'm Jenna.
Hello, I'm Gloria.
We are Worthy Wellness.
Because we are worth it.
Our purpose is to introduce women entrepreneurs, products, and services while proceeds help women in need for holistic care and therapy services.
Welcome, ladies.
Hello, everybody. This is Gloria, and I'm with Natalie today, and she's going to be a lovely person that we're going to interview. So I look forward to this interview today. Natalie is an amazing woman, mother, entrepreneur, and I'm excited to interview her. So please, everyone, take a good listen to my friend Natalie. Natalie, how are you today?
Hi, Gloria. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for interviewing me on your podcast today. It's my honor to be here and to talk with you and have a chat.
Sounds great. Okay, we've had some tea and a little panecito, so now we're going to get started.
It was so good. Thank you. It hit the spot.
Great. So, Natalie, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, of course. So I'm a mom of 2 boys. I'm also married, and I'm also a dog mom of 2 dogs. One is a rescue.
Great.
So.
And what do you enjoy doing?
So basically, it depends. A lot of things are kind of, focused around my kids because they're in that stage where I'm very hands-on and a lot of things are needed. I like playing board games, going to the beach, watching movies. I don't really get out a lot to sing and dance, but I love to sing and dance. I love making candles. Basically, I have a really small group of people. I'm not around a whole lot of people right now, so my space is a little bit small. My circle's a little small.
That's good. So is mine. I enjoy that. Yeah, so it makes it a little more special.
Right?
Yes.
And then sometimes when my kids keep me busy with football and basketball and school and everything in between, so I'm kind of all over the place, but I do like my quiet time also.
That's
too,
good. That's good.
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell us a little bit about your journey?
Okay, so my journey here hasn't been a straight one. I mean, there's been a lot of U-turns, a lot of right turns, left turns, kind of stopping in the middle of a freeway type of, choices that I've made in my life. It's been a difficult one. I was raised by a single mom, who would work 2 jobs and work really hard to raise us, me and my sister and I. We did have a dad, but our parents were divorced, so we see him every 2 weeks. So, we definitely struggled a lot financially, emotionally, spiritually. My mom did the best she could at the time. Of course, we weren't really getting what we needed. So I got into some trouble. I ran away. Sometimes we would steal to get food. It was pretty bad, and they would go to my dad's house and we'd put on a happy face, like everything was okay. And he didn't even know half of the stuff that we were going through.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah, that was really hard. But, as a mom now, I know what my mom went through. Because I also was a single mom too.
Right.
So the journey here has been all over the place, but my appreciation for her and my love for her just grew so much more because I became a single mom too.
Right.
So I was actually married to my older son's father, and he had very narcissistic behavior. So he was very emotionally abusive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we had a lot of financial issues. Money would just go missing. A lot of turmoil. We tried to make that work for our son, but it didn't work. I was in a relationship at 19. Then I got married young, and I had my son young. So that was, an experience that I was in for about 7-8 years.
Wow.
So I decided to just, I wanted better for my son. I wanted better for myself. So I had to leave, which was really difficult, but I did it.
Yeah.
And I became a single mom for a few years.
That's amazing because, it takes a lot of strength to do that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of strength and courage.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't even know where we get that strength from, but we just do.
Yep.
We pull up those bootstraps and we do it. And I'm really proud of you for doing that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you. It was a difficult decision. I was working full time at the time. I was working in a dental office. It's just me and my son. I had my mom. My mom had remarried, so she, had another husband. So, I stayed with them for some time. I was renting a room from them. So it was difficult, trying to make everything work for me and my son. I, just focused on raising him, being the best mom that I could be. His dad wasn't really in his life a whole lot, which were very, very influential years. He was really little.
Oh, wow.
I want to say that he was like 2 or 3, so he was small. So I just tried the best that I could, and sometimes I had to do side jobs just to make things work, but I didn't want him to lack anything, and I wanted to make sure he felt very loved and safe, because I know he might have not felt that when I was with his dad.
That's great. And
So-
again, you put your child first and you do what you have to do, and
Yeah,
you and millions of other women across this country, around the world.
yeah.
So again, my hat's off to you for
Thank
just
you.
going through it and doing it.
Thank you so much. And
So,
so then with that said too, I don't know, but I also during that time is when I met my current husband, but we were just dating at first, and it just seemed to like sweep me off my feet. He's just so charming, and he was funny and outgoing, and my guard was up for a while, but then I took it slow, and then he knew that I was a single mom. Then I gradually would let him in, kind of push him away a little bit, because I wasn't sure if I wanted anything serious, and everything was going great, and then my husband got cancer.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So
another
yeah,
hurdle.
so during that time, I was actually a behavior therapist. We work with kids that had autism when all that was going on, and I had to quit that job for a few years that I was working at to be his full-time caregiver.
Oh wow.
So he
goodness.
went through chemo and radiation, and it was very, very, very taxing on us emotionally and mentally. And he was always in the hospital, and sometimes you couldn't see him and the kids. And I was just like trying my best to keep everything together. Yeah, trying to be strong. But
Right.
so I ended up having to be his full-time caregiver, and City of Hope was training me on his PIC line and all these like little
Wow.
medical type of, like assistant type of,
Uh-huh.
procedures just to help him out. And he was 100% dependent on me for everything, and the 2 kids too.
Oh my goodness. A lot on your shoulders, a lot on your plate.
Yes, a
Wow.
lot. It was definitely a long, taxing, emotional journey, but I was just trying my best to be positive and be strong. But there's just times that I needed to cry, and I felt like I didn't have a safe space to just cry, and even though it was just me and the kids at home, because my husband was in the hospital.
Right. And that's really tough, when you have so much on your plate,
Yeah.
on your shoulders, and everybody's just depending on you, watching you,
Yes.
and you just need that one moment to just let me take a breath, let me go chiata somewhere, cry in the car, wherever it might
Yes.
be, or even on the way to the grocery store, because I know I've had to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a really trying time. So let's see.
How's he doing now?
He's doing a lot better now. He just reached his 5 years cancer free. He went through bone marrow transplant from an unrelated donor in Texas.
Oh wow.
And then he went through chemo radiations, and he's good. The only thing he has now is a graft versus host disease, which attacked his muscles. So he
Okay.
lost a lot of his muscle mass in his arms. So you can see it like it's like tightening a lot. Like if he's working out or working like outside doing welding at his job or something, you can see it tightening up a lot. It makes it more uncomfortable for him.
Okay.
But as far as everything else goes, he's the same person.
That's
same.
good.
Yes.
And that just made you stronger.
Yes.
Being that strong
It did.
force in the house. That's great.
It definitely did.
So my next question is, so what made you go from all of that to decide, you know what, I'm going to change course and I'm going to become a business owner. I'm going to become a CEO.
Yes. Thank you for asking me that. It's honestly during that time.
Really?
During that time when I was trying to be strong and the kids were asleep, I started having like anxiety and panic attacks.
Oh my. Okay.
And I didn't know where to turn to because I felt by myself and nobody was around me. And so I said, oh, what am I going to do? So our faith had kept us so strong. Okay, so strong. But I knew that I needed to take care of myself a little extra. I needed to do something that I don't usually do. So then I started with the grounding and the walking barefoot on the grass. I started deep breathing. I started mindful thinking. I started meditating. I was using tools that I knew of from research or from people telling me things online. If I had a question, I would just ask something. And I said, I need to do something now because I'm spiraling out of control here because these emotions it's just really heavy for me. And so I just started doing that. I just started meditating. I started walking barefoot, grounding, earthing,
I love that.
mindful thinking, positive like affirmations. I would say positive affirmations out loud, just things like that. And then also started taking like ashwagandha. It's like an herb from India.
I love that. I love it. It's helped me a lot.
Yeah, it's helped so much.
Yes.
So during that time, I was going to reach out to Kaiser, and they had a little anxiety group going on, and they asked me if I wanted to go, and they wanted to put me on Ativan. I'm not against therapy. I'm not against Ativan. I'm not against any of that type of stuff. But I felt like I always want to try the holistic, natural way first.
Good.
For everything. And if that didn't work with me taking a proactive approach, then I can go ahead and try something else. So I went into Kaiser, got an appointment, I was rolling my eyes. I didn't want to go. I was like, really? These people are going to help me with my problems? They don't even know me. They don't even know the depths of what I go through, right? I was like, okay, I guess. And so then I go, and then I see everybody in the group, and I didn't feel a safe space. I felt extremely uncomfortable. My neck started hurting me. My shoulders started feeling very heavy.
Right. Yeah. You're picking up the energy. You're picking up everyone else's anxiety.
I'm a very sensitive person. I sometimes can be empathic to certain situations, good and bad. In the middle, intentions. Since I was younger. So then anyways, I said, okay, Natalie, if you're really serious about changing your life and improving yourself for your kids and for your family and for yourself, well, you need to be proactive and don't say, I'm gonna get, you need to do it.
Mhm.
And then so I was there, I was sitting down, I was there for about 5 minutes. I go, excuse me, I go, I need to remove myself. So I was like, I don't think this is the right thing for me. They're like, oh, it's okay, we can, no, I think I know what I need. I think I know what I need first. If I need your guys' help, I'll come back here, I'll make an appointment.
I love it. I love it.
And so then I went home, and that's when I started with the deep breathing, and even sometimes I would even count backwards, because me being a behavior therapist before with kids that have autism,
Uh-huh.
they would have anxiety, they would have educational deficit, they would have certain things that we would have to work on, that the behavior analyst would make a little plan for them, and we had to implement it with them.
Okay.
So then that started kind of helping me. I was using what I learned there, and I was
Mhm.
applying it to my own life with my spirituality and my faith.
Oh,
So then I would start doing that, and it started helping me a lot,
Wow.
lot. Not
That's-
saying that I didn't feel anything different. Like, how can I say? I still felt sad when I was supposed to be sad, happy
Uh-huh.
when I was supposed to be happy,
Mhm.
but I just felt like that heaviness. That heaviness was just like my shoulders got a little more relaxed. Like, I was like, I felt like I was doing the right thing and it was working for me.
Oh, that's great. I love
So it
that.
helped in so many different ways. So I started doing that daily, and then my husband continued to get better and better and better. And then I told myself, okay, well, you know what? We started being more holistic, of getting more organic products and
Uh-huh.
everything like that too. And so I said, I want to help. I want to help others help themselves. I want them to realize that they're ready to take time for themselves.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
It could be in
Uh-huh.
any form. It could be
Mhm.
any form. Self care doesn't always have to be
Mhm.
with the skincare or with this or with that. Just taking the act of taking time on yourself.
For yourself. Yes, absolutely.
And I know that I have a lot of love to give.
Mhm.
And when I do services, becoming a CEO or a business owner, I told myself I want the flexibility, the time with my kids. I still want to build a future for them and myself,
Mhm.
but I still want to impact everybody that I come across, and I want to help them.
I
Even though
love
I'm
that.
still healing, I want to help heal as I'm healing at the same time.
Right. I love that. Yeah.
So that's why I think, to me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can make this dream come true.
Uh-huh.
So then my husband was getting better, everything was good, and then I went back to school.
Oh,
So then I went back to
nice.
school and skateboard and testing and classes and more classes, and I said, well, I'm gonna go for it. I mean, I just felt really led to do it.
Right.
And I
right.
said, you don't have to have perfect skin to feel beautiful. You don't have to be in the perfect model shape. No hate towards all you beautiful women out there. No hate. If you got it, rock it. That's fine. I just want everyone to, like, being positive about your skin and how you are and your self care and the love. And I just wanted people to feel that when they come with me and when I see them, for different services. I wanted to make sure that they feel loved and they feel like they're worth it and they
Right.
are beautiful.
Right. And I love it because Natalie's business is Awaken Aesthetics.
Mhm.
She's an esthetician, a healer, and I can speak from experience because she's done some beautiful facials on me. She's very talented and gifted, and what I love about Natalie is that her soul is just lovely and kind. So you feel that when she's working on you, and to me, that's one of the best things you can ask for when someone is laying their hands on you and doing some healing work. And for me, getting a facial is self love and self care and healing at the same time. Natalie, tell us about
Thank you so
your
much. I appreciate
esthetician
that.
business because it's wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I basically, so I just wanted to give back. It's open, of course, to men, women, teenagers, whoever needs it. If we have skin, we need it. We all need love. We all have skin. We all need self care. It doesn't matter for different walks of life. There is something for you.
Right.
So I wanted to just give back and offer facials and skincare treatments and brow lamination and chemical peels and back facials. We pretty much customize everything for the client. It's not gonna no one's skin is the same. Nobody is the same.
Okay.
So when I'm doing facials, I have a tendency to bless you. Like when I'm doing it, I mean, everyone has different, religious background and beliefs, but I know that when I do it from love, and I ask for love to flow through me to go
Right.
to you,
Right.
and that you have peace, and that
Right.
you love yourself, and that you feel it. So I make sure that when I do it, they're getting their skin, but they're also getting so much more.
Much more.
And I love it
Yeah.
when they leave. They're like, they're walking a little taller. They're
Uh-huh.
smiling. Just to me, that means everything to me.
Right.
That I'm impacting them more on just their skin.
Right.
You
right.
know. So.
And I love that because again, being on your table and you get ready and you're all done and you just feel relaxed, you feel peace and centered, but you feel that love that you give out, because that's a special gift that we as people, humans, when we're able to do that and have that much love within our being to share, that's a very, very big gift. And Natalie, so talk to us. I know you have candles and things like. Tell us a little bit about that.
So that actually the same time when I was actually, finding my spirituality more, kind of practicing on like fixing, how can I say this? Kind of working on my self-care more spiritually
Uh-huh.
through tools that were available to me during that time when I was going through the anxiety and the panic. I started making candles.
Oh,
And I don't even know how I started making them. Like I just, all this information just started flowing into me, and I said,
right.
"Oh, self care. Oh, a candle. Oh, light a candle. Self care." I'm like, making people spend time with themselves. I'm like, "Oh, I like this," and so I just kind of, I let spirit lead me there, and I just started making candles, wellness candles, and with little herbs that represent love and crystals, and I would say a prayer every time I would make the candle. So when someone would light a candle, like, whoa, it has a really positive energy on there. Well, that's my intention. I'm making it with love. And if it's a relaxation candle, I want you to relax. I want you to feel love. I want you to feel peace. So it's like an outlet for me. It's like an artistic outlet for me. And I didn't even know I know how to make candles.
I love that.
I just started from there.
I love it.
Started from there.
I
I
love
said,
it.
oh, self-care type of things. I go, wow. And it just kind of, my mind was like, go for it now. If you mess up, just do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
See, and I love that. That for all women that are listening, or even men that are listening, that get that intuition, that message, that feeling.
Yes.
So
that's
to
what
go do
Awakened
it.
Sense necessarily was born at that time when
I
I
love
I just
that.
named it that, and then my business is Awakened Aesthetics,
Uh-huh.
so Awakened Sense. So they're kind of like, it's like a self-care type of tool that I want people to spend time with themselves. So then I started
Wow.
making like room sprays to like elevate the mood. And if you put intention into something that you're making, they're gonna feel it, and they're gonna feel the love and the peace that you're giving it into that particular service or product or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Do it wholeheartedly or don't do it,
Right.
type of thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just wanted people to get a little pinch of my love, and care and peace. So I just love doing it, and I love making them, I just really do. So
Yeah. When you do
I
something
got
you
good
truly
feedback.
love, and and I've had your candles, broom sprays, everything. I've gifted to people.
Thank
Last year, she made
you.
me some really great baskets for Christmas
Thank
to give as
you.
gifts. They were beautiful, and everyone enjoyed them. They really
you.
are just
Thank
special.
you.
And I want to talk about that, being a small business owner.
Mhm.
How that has affected you. How you started, because we have a lot of people that are thinking about becoming small business owners, and it
Yes.
takes a lot of work. And I tell you, I'm in awe of all the work that you've done to
Thank
create your
you.
business and your brand.
Thank you so
So,
much. Thank you.
let's talk to me about that a little bit.
So it's so me wanting to have control of my schedule, of course, wanting to grow, wanting to build something for my kids, for myself, but I still wanted to give back to people and do something that I love to do and that will benefit them in more ways than one, not just the physical appearance. It's also an emotional well-being type of thing too. I just, put a little business plan out, and I just started writing things down, and I started writing what I needed to do first and how would I do it financially. And it's a journey. And if I could go back in time, I think I would have maybe reached out to maybe more people that are specialized in startup type
Uh-huh.
of things, just to make it a little bit easier for me. But
Mhm.
for me in the beginning, it was like a hit and miss. I know my heart was in it and everything was in. I was ready to go, but you take things one at a time. You write a list, I'll make a little plan for yourself, what you want to achieve, how can you get there if you have the funds to do it. And you just go from there. You know what I mean? It's not impossible. I mean,
Right.
because I didn't even have a lot to begin with to
Right.
start it.
Wow. And you
And
just
not at all.
walked.
I went for it.
You walked through that fear.
Yes,
Yes.
I
That
took a
fear.
risk. My husband's like, you're a risk taker. I am, but I feel like once I visually see something,
Mhm.
and I in my heart, and I put the love and the effort into it and the planning, then I see it come to fruition.
Mhm.
Then I knew that my spirit led me, or something led me to give me a glimpse of it. And then
I
I said,
love
I'm
that.
gonna work to make it happen. I'm gonna try my best, no matter what it takes to make it.
Right. Right.
So that's what I would say pretty much. From the small point of view, it's like I'm still growing, I'm still learning, I'm still progressing. You don't know everything right away.
Mhm.
I've acquired a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom from different things in life. Like, oh, but you're not in full form yet. You continue to grow, you continue to progress. There's gonna have mishaps up and down. It's not always gonna be great. It's not always gonna be busy. It's not always gonna be slow.
Mhm. Mhm.
You just have to take that time to just be productive. What you can do to grow more.
Right.
In that time when you do have slow time.
Right. And I love that. I mean, I remember when you did your first live IG post, one morning, and I
Yeah.
watched it, and I got really emotional because I was just like, look at her do it. Look at her
Aw,
go.
thank you. I know I
And
get a little bit nervous sometimes, but sometimes you kind of have to go out of your comfort zone.
yeah,
And I'm still learning how to come out of my comfort zone because I know I had a lot of love to give, but how are people going to know how much love you have to give if you don't put yourself out there?
right.
You have to be a little bit vulnerable, and that's okay if you take your energy back too from situations and people that don't want it or
Yeah.
don't need it.
I love that. See,
So
it's all about that. It's all
yeah.
about the intention behind it and how you're going to set it up.
Mhm.
And, the fact that you have created literally everything from the ground up, from just the little peanut, that little
Yes,
seed, and
yes,
it's just grown and grown and grown and grown.
yes. I had to
And
be very creative, especially during pandemic time. So during that time, I was, renting a room in La Habra, and then I went to Lakewood, and now I'm in Whittier. So I'm close to home, so everything's local. I had to be very, very creative as far as a lot of spas and places were closed.
right.
So then I started introducing mobile services to make people feel more comfortable in their own home, in their own environment, in their own safe space.
Mhm.
So I started doing that. That's how I was alive during that time because
Right.
I was 2019. It was when I got licensed, and then I kind of started gradually getting into it more. And here we are in 2022. So I had to be real creative with that, and I had to make
Right.
sure that people felt safe with me. I know that they could trust me. So I just kept it on. I mean, some people do still get mobile services from me if they can't come to the spa, or if they have kids to watch, or if they work from home, or maybe some people just like to stay in, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
So I still offer that
That's
mobile
great.
services just in case.
That's great. And
So
do you do pretty much all your facials and all your
I pretty
services?
much do every single service except waxing, just because the wax pot and it takes a while to like heat everything, get it ready. But every other service is available. So I mobilize myself with an entire kit full of skincare that I can take with me.
Oh, nice.
So I have the bed that I bring with me, the massage bed. I have everything, the products, the tools. Everything is like in a mini version of what I use inside of my spa and Whittier.
Oh, I love that. See,
Yeah.
that's great. That's really great because a lot of us, do work from home. A lot of us don't want to go out,
Right, right.
and so being able to have it done in the comfort of your own home, you come in and you have
Yes.
that space.
Yes.
Like I call my home my sacred space. So, the fact that you can go in and do that in someone's sacred space, their home, I
Yes.
love that. It's a great idea.
I meet some really amazing, interesting people, very interesting people. I've actually been as far as Beverly Hills, Orange County, so I really don't have a limitation on where I go. It's just that, of course, different, travel rates will apply just depending how far I'm going.
Right.
But I have a lot of clients in OC too that I go and I visit them, usually like on a Saturday or Sunday.
I love that. That's great.
So
Now, do you do like if someone's going to do like a birthday party or
yes.
a bridal shower, things like that?
Yes, I would do those too, actually, or a workshop or whatever. One of those, yes.
Okay,
I can
great.
coordinate those as well. I've only done a couple bridal facials and stuff like that, but usually they come to the spa for that type of stuff. But I can definitely meet them on location if necessary. I have everything with me, so I can work, just enough space where the massage bed can fit, and I can do everything there so they're comfortable.
Oh, that's great. And then can you talk to us about the different kinds of facials that you think would resonate with a lot of women? Like, what are your top 5?
Okay, sure. So most people come to me for skin, for customized facials. A lot of people are into anti-aging and hydration facials.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I would say a customized hydration facial would probably be a really popular one. Another one I'm seeing a lot too is we're seeing a lot of more sun damage.
Oh, okay.
So it could be from the sun, it could be from medication, it could be from diabetes, hyperpigmentation, it can be from a hormonal condition, it can be from a lot of different things. So I'm seeing a lot of discoloration from elements or medication. So I would say a lot of people also get like peels, like they can get an enzyme peel, a chemical peel that targets discoloration, kind of evens out sun damage type of thing. So I would say customized facial, I would say enzyme peels, I would say microdermabrasions are another one, acne facials, and I would say lash lifts.
Lash lifts.
Yes.
Oh, can you talk a little bit about that? Because I'm kind of interested in that. So here we go.
So it's a lash lift, but I wanted to do keratin infused. So it's basically it's great for your lash, help them grow longer, stronger, and a lift is basically almost like a natural way to perm your lashes in an upward position, as if you would curl your eyelashes, and then you would tint them, so it looks like you're wearing mascara and your eyelashes are curled.
Oh.
From me, yeah. So lasts about 4 to 8 weeks, just depending on your lash cycle. Some people are at the beginning of lash cycle, some are in the middle. So sometimes it can last a little bit longer. Just depends with good upkeep. But yeah, so it lasts for a while. So we wake up ready. You wake up
Ready?
with your lashes
Yeah, okay,
already
that's
looking.
I
And
love
it's
that
natural.
already.
And it's natural
it's
looking.
natural,
It doesn't,
yeah.
I mean, I've had extensions before too, and I like them. They're more dressy, but if you want something more like an everyday,
Uh-huh.
it's a more of a recommendation for an everyday look.
Oh,
So.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Thank you.
Natalie, I've so enjoyed having you today, just talking to you. Do you have anything coming up that you're going to be offering to our listeners or to your customers for the holiday season?
Actually, yes. Thanks so much, Gloria. It's been fun chatting with you today and discussing things, and I enjoyed it. For the holidays, we're offering gift certificates, and also with purchase, it's $10 off. So any amount that you want, you get $10 off of that and services. And then also to purchase that, you would either send an email or message me, and also you can purchase e-gift cards online via my website as well. And there's some items that are promo as well, like chemical peels, microdermabrasions, brow lamination, facials are all on discounted prices.
Okay, and what's your email address, honey?
So my email address is skinspecialist562@gmail.com. Again, that is skinspecialist562@gmail.com. You can send me a message and we can go from there.
Okay, great. Oh, that's so good. I'm going to get a couple of gift certificates myself. And also, you can reach Natalie through her IG account, and it's at Awakened Aesthetics LLC. Awakened Aesthetics LLC, and her Facebook page is also Awakened Aesthetics, and that's on her Facebook. So I just wanted to thank you again, Natalie. It was such a pleasure to have you on our podcast, to talk to you, to learn a little bit more about you. Um, and your journey has been just amazing to go from a mom, a single mom, a wife, a caregiver, to a CEO of your own business, starting it from scratch. You're an inspiration to so many people out there, especially women who are thinking about doing something like that. It's possible. And is there anything else that you'd like to just say?
I would say yes. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to learn more about me. And I'm happy to be here, talking about my story. Hopefully, it'll motivate and inspire somebody else. I just want you to know how you start is not always how you end. And there's always different chapters in books. There's always different roads that you're going to take. It's not always going to be positive. It's not always going to be negative. The thing is just to see how you get through everything. And, just be positive, stay focused on the bigger picture. Just know that there's a reason and a season for everything, and people come in and out of your life for a blessing or just to learn something from it. It's never a failure if you try something that you don't make it. You're possibly just learning from it, and you grow from that and you take it. So just continue to stay positive, work on yourself, love yourself first, and just prioritize everything that's important to you.
I
And
love
do it
it.
with love.
I love it, Natalie. Thank you so much again. Our wonderful Natalie from Awaken Aesthetics. She's a visionary, an entrepreneur, an amazing woman, a wonderful human being. And thank you again, everyone, for listening, and have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
If you're also a woman entrepreneur to support our cause and would like to be considered on this podcast, please reach out to us. We would love to connect. We see you. We want to connect, empower, and inspire others. So please call or text or even fax 949-793-8781. Or our Instagram is Worthy Wellness Inc., like INC. Hope to hear from you, and thank you for listening.